That's what we're trying to say tonight, that if the Lord said it, you can count on it and he'll do just what he said. Come on, Elgin, like Mouse by heaven, say, like the vision. Make it plain.
I admit that I began this project in great contemplation. Prosperity. Probably the one word that is most talked about in truth circles. Prosperity. How we defined it, how to compare it. We have all the reading, the authors, the laws, where to start, and most importantly, how to make sure not to bore Reverend Sharon. Prosperity. When we think about it, the first thing we often think of is money. But as true students, we know that there's so much more. Success, wealth, longevity, health. That's not to diminish the attraction of money, but to remember that money is simply a means of exchange. And of course, most of us want and desire to attract all of the forms of prosperity that there is in order to live a full, abundant, and happy life. But how do we get there? One of our master teachers, Catherine Ponder, author of many books on the topic of prosperity, including Dare to Prosper, Open Your Mind to Prosperity, The Secret of Unlimited Prosperity, and the classic, The Dynamic Laws of Prosperity. In it, Ponder states, if you want greater prosperity in your life, start forming a vacuum to receive it. So if you want new clothes, try cleaning out your closets. In the Dynamic Laws of Prosperity, Ponder emphasizes that anyone can change their life by mastery over the laws. For example, the law of radiate and attract gives you the magnetic power to pull the treasures of life within your reach. The law of vacuum starts a constant river of blessings and riches flowing. The law of increase brings you under firm control of the universal force of supply and demand. The magnificent power of prayer dissolves bitterness, brings protection, and produces inner serenity. Here, Ponder emphasizes the importance of forgiveness. She says, when you hold resentment toward another, you are bound to that person or condition by an emotional link that is stronger than steel. Forgiveness is the only way to dissolve that link and get free. So let us get busy forgiving debt and debtors. Anyone or institution we've perceived has cheated us, because in doing so, we free ourselves and open a vacuum for abundance. Edwene Gaines is another prosperity teacher that focuses on the laws. Her most notable work is The 4 Spiritual Laws of Prosperity. There's the law of tithing, the law of goal setting, the law of forgiveness, and the law of divine purpose. Attention to and intention on the laws is essential. Gaines says, when any of us puts our intention out there, we make a 100% commitment to that intention, and we make every step a step of impeccability, a step of integrity. Then somehow the universe opens up a way where before there was no way.
Spiritual law number 1, we must acknowledge that God is our source by returning 1/10 of all back where we're fed spiritually. It's called the tithe, T-I-T-H-E. The word tithe means a tenth. It does not mean 3%. It does not mean 7%. It does not mean what's left over after you pay the bills. It's 1/10 off the top, given back on a regular and disciplined basis to that person, place, or institution where you've received your spiritual food. Now, what is spiritual food? Spiritual food is that which causes us to remember who we are, wakes us up and shakes us up and gets us back on our spiritual pathway. Your tithe belongs there. Spiritual law number 3, we'll come back to 2. You've got to set clear-cut, tangible goals. You've got to say what it is that you want. What exactly do you want? You have to be specific. Catherine Ponder says the more specific you are when you set your goals, the quicker you will have your demonstration. Most people treat their catalog order store better than they treat God. Can you imagine calling up Penny's or Neiman Marcus or Macy's or somebody like that and saying, hey, would y'all just send me something you think I'd like? And yet we dare to go to God with this airy, fairy prayer. When you call up Amazon.com or you order something from a catalog order store, they want the size, the page, the fabric, the number, the color, all sorts of specific details. And yet we dare to go to God with this airy, fairy prayer and wonder why we get airy, fairy results. Catherine Potter says the more specific you are, the quicker you will have your demonstration. Just remember this. If you don't remember anything else today, remember this. What starts in vagueness stays in vagueness. I'm just saying. In spiritual law number 4, we've got to seek and find to get on our divine purpose. What are you here for? What is your mission? What's that great work that's uniquely yours? Emma Curtis Hopkins calls it your magnificent opus. What you come to do, to be, to have. St. Exupery says it's good to be a seeker. Yes, it's good to be a seeker, but sooner or later, you must be a finder. And share what you have found with your world. We have far too many professional seekers on planet Earth, in my opinion. But you're some finders, and that's who you are. Right now, the world is hungry to know what you know.
In all 4 of these laws, Gaines implores us to accept our good. She says, our challenge and our goal is not to try to fight and manipulate a universe that waits to withhold our good, but instead, it is to accept that the good is here, give ourselves permission to receive it, smile, and give thanks. Both Ponder and Gaines include affirmative statements as pathways to prosperity. And as truth students, we know that we repeat affirmations because they imprint on our subconscious. Here are some powerful prosperity affirmations. Repeat them with me. I deserve the best in life. I am ready to accept abundance. I attract new income streams. I am grateful for all the good in my life. Money comes to me easily. I choose to accept prosperity. Through all of our wonderful prosperity teachers, we are reminded that we live in an infinite, abundant universe that is always giving. Let us continue to prosper through our alignment with these laws. Listen to the Spirit within and give thanks for this abundant universe.